Press the bell icon on our YouTube app and never miss another video from SpotboyE.
Welcome Sooraj to SpotboyE.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And I'm really
Thank
glad
you for having me.
I'm really glad that I'm meeting you because
Yes.
somehow or the other your filmography has kept us away
Yes.
for some reason or the other.
Yeah.
Tell me, why has it taken you so long? I mean, from 2015, if I'm
Yes.
not wrong, Hero,
Yeah.
a Salman Khan film,
Yes.
and then it's nearly more than 4 years.
So, firstly, because I was offered a lot of films at that point, but I didn't get the right feel of a script at that point, or I didn't want to do a package wala film where there's 4 songs, 4 action sequences, 2 those so-called item songs. I wanted to do a film that I felt was nice, and also I needed some time to myself, obviously because of my personal difficulties, but I wanted to discover myself. I wanted to spend more time with myself. You know that I like being alone. Yeah, I just wanted some time to myself because I feel if I would have invested my time in work at that point, I wouldn't have been able to give my 100%.
Are you saying that you were rattled? Of course, I mean,
Of
you
course,
were
I was very young.
disturbed.
I was not. I was, yes, I was disturbed. I was rattled. I was upset. I was confused. So I just wanted to first fix myself up as a person. Because at the end of it, all of this, it's about being happy. I just wanted to feel happy at that point and then do my work happily.
So you refused some films, some didn't work out, and
I would not like to say that I refused some films because people work really hard to put a film. No, I would like to say that it didn't work out for me. Maybe God didn't want it to happen for me at that point.
because we used to hear you are in this, you are in that, and you know,
There were lots of rumors here and there, but I was not feeling motivated enough at that point. Like I said, I needed some time. Yeah.
What made you think now you're ready for satellite, and so much time down the line?
So I've been in touch with Irfan Kamal for a long time. We wanted to do a film together, and things didn't work out according to the script. We weren't matching our minds on the same script until he narrated me Satellite Shankar one evening. He called me saying, "Sooraj, I have a script that I am in love with. I have an idea." He only had an idea. He said, "Give me a few weeks, I'm going to come to your house." He came to my house, he gave me a narration for Satellite Shankar, and it was the only film I have felt emotional hearing the script. And I said, this film needs to get made. It has to get made. Because it was a film, if some other actor did it, I would have felt bad that I didn't get this role. It is that film that I would have watched. I would have bought the ticket and I would have gone and watched. It is that feel-good, emotional, human film that I was looking out for, and it came to me as a blessing in disguise.
So what was the USP of it that caught you? Because also it says not all heroes go to the battlefield. So
yeah,
I'm
because not
intrigued
all
to know,
heroes
where do
really
they go
go.
then?
Sorry.
Where do they go, and where do you go in this movie?
So why that tagline is because this film is not a war film. I always wanted to play a soldier. Okay, I always like the army. Even my clothes. This I did not buy this for the promotions. This I've had for a long time. This I've had for about a few years. So I've always liked the military feel and the way of the army. When he narrated me this film, the reason I liked it, not because it was only about army and war. It is not a war film. It is not putting any other country down. It is not an action film. It is not a romance. It is just about this one boy's journey. And his want is very small. Shankar in the film only wants to meet his mother because he has a 7-day ka shutti because he's injured.
Achha.
So it's about Shankar's journey from Kashmir to Kanyakumari by road. So I knew that I would get to see India. I knew that this is going to be a tough film. I like challenges in life. I don't want to do an easy film where there's no passion. I wanted this film to happen for me because I knew it would be real. I knew Irfan Kamal is a real director. I knew that he would get the realness of India in this. And it's about one soldier's journey throughout India, and his journey is, he tells his boss कि सर मैं 3 दिन में जाऊँगा, 3 दिन में आ जाऊँगा, 7वें दिन आपके सामने बेस पे हाजिर रहूँगा सर, आपने मेरे को 7 दिन की छुट्टी दी है, तो सर वो मैं छुट्टी नहीं एक्सटेंड ज़रा भी नहीं करूँगा, एक सैनिक शपथ है. He gives his boss a soldier's promise and he leaves from there. His aim is to go meet his mother for half an hour and then come back. His mother lives alone. He doesn't have a father in the film. So it's his journey. When he leaves, across India, every state that he goes to, he faces some problem. He sees people in problem. He himself gets into a problem. So by the end of it, he reaches his mother on the 6th day. Now the journey for him to go back, he can't just buy a flight ticket and go back. He's a Sadharan Sipahi. He's not a big general that they'll send a chopper for him or they'll send him a flight ticket. So it's about a soldier who has become a hero without knowing on social media for the things he does. And now it's about India who comes together, finds out about this soldier and wants to send him back without the soldier knowing about it. Because he does not want help from people. He just wants to do meet his mother and go back in time. Now whether he reaches or not to his base, we will know on the 8th of November. So sir, why I did this film is because it's a very human film. It's not about only a soldier, it's about a human. It's about a boy who wants to meet his mother and a boy who wants to keep his promise to his boss.
Was the shoot tough? Because
very tough.
I believe काफी outdoors होगा.
Very tough. It's a 95% outdoor shoot. We had to shoot real locations. We had to do real crowd control. And crowd control is not only visual, it's also with sound. So we had to do that. We had to shoot in tough weather conditions. We shot in real trains. We shot a lot of guerrilla shooting without people knowing that we are shooting. So it was a very tough film. Hours and hours of traveling in the car, but it all is worth it because somewhere while filming this, it has made me more grounded, I feel, because I've seen real India while shooting this film. Our making will be out soon in a few days, so I think people will get to see a glimpse of that.
So, despite you shooting this movie, I mean, I'm sure, but still the case which is hanging over you with reference to Jiah Khan, does that bother you at times? I mean, still you wake up in the night sometimes and there are days when you...
See, there's not a day that I don't think about it because I want it to end. But like I've said it, I think this is my last day of interviewing over here in Bombay. But I've said it at my trailer launch also, I can't do anything about it. I've been accused. Today if I accuse you, you won't be able to do anything about it, And if I accuse you and I don't turn up in court, then you would have to go to court, but they would not do anything to me. That is what has happened in this case. I have been put on with this case. They have accused me, but they don't turn up in court. And I'm feeling very helpless because I can't do anything about it, None of the allegations against me have been proven, and whatever has been written against me, sir, even it's all false. It's just because I've been quiet that people have written this, and I've been quiet because I wanted the court to decide what is right, what is wrong. I didn't want to pass out a judgment saying, oh, I am innocent and I want sympathy. No, but now I have to speak out because it's been too long, and I can't really do anything but say that I want this to end. But it's been 7 years and no one's taking any action. I can't do
you think that also cost you in a way from filmmakers refraining to sign you?
Yes, definitely.
Because if somebody is sick or somebody is in the hospital and somebody is occupied with something, with a web around him.
Yeah.
So you
of course studios
are wary of signing that actor.
Studios are hesitant because there's a lot of money that goes in making a film. And if I was in their place, I would think the same way. I would want to save, getting into a legal battle. But what has happened is not in my control at all. It is not at all in my control. If the people who put charges on me and who accused me are not showing up in court, that itself is an answer. Why are they scared to stand in the witness box? Because accused does not have to speak in the witness box till the end. I don't have to prove myself innocent. They have to prove me guilty. which I don't think they can. So they are not showing up in court. This is just pure harassment for me, and yeah.
So how is it at home, I mean, especially on your mother, it must have had a very heavy toll.
It's still very heavy, I've said this before, it's not that we have not sat down together and laughed on the dinner table in a long time. It's because it's left a bad taste in the mouth, and we all want it to end, and we all are really helpless because we can't do anything about it. All I can do right now is pray that this ends fairly.
But Sooraj, you have undergone also a lot. I mean, just not this, but even before, when you were growing up, the differences between your parents at times, and
no, that was their own
his
issue.
link up with
see, I don't want to talk about that. That is their own
at
issue.
home. How was it? I mean, you have had it. How would you?
I don't get into that.
Describe your childhood.
I have spent most of my time with my grandparents, and I think it was their personal matter between my father and my mother that they have sorted out. And everyone goes through ups and downs. I'm not too happy about the things that have happened, but it is their life, though I am the son, I think it's up to the grown-ups to take care of it themselves.
Would you say that your mom has been the greatest pillar of strength?
Definitely, for the entire family. Without a doubt. And my father knows that too. Though my father is tall, built, aggressive, whatever, but my mother's stronger than him.
Coming to that word which you use, aggressive, the time is right to ask you, do you have conversations with him that, why don't you tone down? Why don't you...
See, he understands...
Because that aggression has come in the way of, spoiling things to some extent.
I agree. I have not expressed it out, but he knows, because maybe the way I look at him sometimes, he understands that he should, and he has, but honestly, he's not a diplomatic person at all. If you mess with him the wrong way, he will react. He's not diplomatic. He will not keep his feelings inside. So that is what makes him different from the others. He would not get angry for no reason. You know him. Yes.
I know him, but you know him better. Do you think he's always right?
No, I don't think he's always right. Definitely not. He's definitely not always. No one is always right. Yeah, but if you instigate him, if you push him, then he will react.
So Sooraj, it's been now quite some time, and you have found love again. That's what's strongly written about. I mean, come on.
I've not.
You have to admit to Larissa today. There's so much being written about that Brazilian model.
So what if it's written? She's a good friend of mine, and that's about it. Yeah.
You're sure there's nothing more to it?
You can ask her.
Or you don't want to say it in front of the camera?
Maybe I don't want to say it in front of the camera. Yeah, I would not want to say it in front of the camera, because I don't think these people need to know what's happening in my life.
Why?
Because it's my life. That's why.
Yeah, but if I'm not wrong, you're a celebrity, so...
No, but I'm a human at the end of the day. Why should I talk about what's happening at home? They can judge me with my work, but I think a personal life is a personal life. I don't go around asking other people what they are doing, so I don't think it's important for other people to know, because how will they help me anyway?
Coming back to Satellite Shankar, were there days when you got hurt because
no, this film
there's too much of
was a
groundwork happening on this.
Fun ride. See, I've been an assistant director before, so
you know the precautions to be.
So I have worked ground level, like AD. I was not first AD, I was last AD. So I have done the groundwork to the core. And working with Sanjay Bansali sir and Kabir Khan sir is not an easy job.
Not with Kabir also?
No, they're tough directors to work with, because they are passionate, and working under a passionate director, it's not easy. So I was not only an actor in this film, I was also an assistant director come actor, because we worked like that. We all helped the crew, we all lifted the stand, we all lifted the cameras, we helped the lighting team, we helped everyone, and we made this film possible.
Were there days with Kabir and Bansali when you were doing those, assisting them, that you got scolded?
Too many times. But I'm happy that they shouted at me, because I've learned, and they would not shout at me for no reason. I must have been wrong somewhere here or there, and I was only an employee I was working under them, so they have all the right to correct.
But I guess you learn a lot as an actor because you will learn to get know the camera angles.
No, I learned more as a assistant director than I learned in workshops because see, in workshops there aren't cameras, there aren't marks, there aren't lighting spots, there aren't those things, you know. And when you're working as an assistant director, you get to see all the elements. So I'm very lucky that these two directors gave me a chance to work under them.
Knowing Bhansali, can I safely assume that he scolded you more than Kabir?
Yes. Yes, I also live in his building, so he's seen me actually grow up. So, and he has all the right to shout at me. He is my teacher, he's my guru, yes.
Do you ever go and tell your dad, Sooraj, that you know this director, you know this producer?
No, never. I've done everything myself.
Why?
Why? Because I don't think it's his responsibility. I think I don't know about his personal life with my mom, but he's been a good father, and that I would not back out from saying, because he's provided, he's been there, he's been there for my sister and me. So not only protective, he's been there emotionally also. But for work, I think it's up to me to put things together. Like this entire film was put by me and Irfan sir. Oh. You know, entire film was put by us. So that's how it is.
You have another film coming up, Time to Dance.
With Bhushan sir itself. Yeah, I have 7 days of shoot left, waiting for the hair to grow back and waiting for the
so dance once आता था कि ऐसे ही डिस्को में नाचते थे और अभी सीखे?
हाँ, कुछ ऐसा कह सकते हैं.
You had to go through the grind.
I had to go through the grind. I liked dancing, but I was very shy as a child. Was not an outgoing dancer or a performer, but now I've gotten much better with time. Yeah.
Just we'll conclude by explaining this title. What does this satellite mean? I mean,
so they call him satellite because a satellite connects the world together. From here we can know what's happening wherever. So they call him satellite because he's connecting dots on the way to meet his mother, and then connecting dots on the way back to his base, and then he connects India together, and India connects with each other, and they are helping the soldier, which is connecting the soldier to his boss, with his base, with the army. So it's all about connection, and that is why Satellite Shankar. I mean, his character is a very fun-going, outgoing young soldier, and he at his base he performs for the people, and then they go into a imagination of what might be happening in Punjab, in someone's sister's wedding if they can't make it. So he creates the entire world for them. So that is why they call him Satellite, because he's the entertainer.
I'm sorry to add one more question, saying that this was last, but are you in touch with Salman?
Yes, I am.
He's launched you.
Yes, he tweeted for Satellite Shankar. I went and gave him a very tight hug, and he's really happy that I chose a film like this.
Do you go to his house? Do you discuss with him?
Yes.
Should I do this movie? Should I not do this movie?
No, in fact, when I completed this film, and I went and told him that I've completed this film, and he's like, I'm waiting to see it. He's still not seen the film. I think on the 7th, if he's free, we'll have a
special screening
for him. Yeah, and film is on the 8th, and which is one day before my birthday.
Wow.
So which is nice.
So it's almost a double celebration.
Yeah, my mother says that this birthday is going to be the best one, so I hope her duas work. Yes.
For her and for you, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for being on SpotboyE.
Thank you.